Open world games are some of the most popular genres because open world games give us the freedom to fly, drive, and sail through handsome and borderless environments. And you can do pretty much anything you want in them, and that's the part of what has always allowed certain open world games to separate themselves from the pack. Well, if you're looking for a big open world to get lost in for a few dozen hours, then you're in the right place. Today on Now Gaming Time, you'll get to introduce the 20 best upcoming PS5 open world games of 2023. So, if you're a fan of open world games, take a look at this list of mesmerizing games. Well, first of all, we'll talk about Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Is the most anticipated game set in an open-world environment, and players control the superhero Spider-Man as he battles against a variety of villains and criminal organizations in the fictional city of New York. The game features improved graphics and new gameplay mechanics, as well as a larger and more detailed game world. Players can use a variety of gadgets and web-based abilities to traverse the city, fight enemies, and complete missions.
Disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire? Yes, we will.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open-world action RPG set in the worlds first introduced in the Harry Potter books. For the first time, experience Hogwarts in the 1800s. Your character is a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. Now you can take control of the action and be at the center of your own adventure in the wizarding world. Your legacy is what you make of it. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn is an action RPG with an open world takes us on a journey to a fantastic universe where firearms and magic exist side by side. The gods, who have been dormant for millennia, have decided to return, opening the gates to the underworld and allowing hosts of undead to slaughter all the living. Main heroine of the game, Norvanek, tries to destroy God's plans. Next, we have Marvel's Wolverine is an action-adventure open-world game set in the Marvel comic universe. Its main hero is Wolverine, the most popular member of X-Men team and one of the world's most recognizable superheroes. The game, which was designed for PlayStation 5 exclusive. Burning Shores is a story expansion for the game Horizon Forbidden West. The player once again takes in the role of the red-haired warrior Aloy, who travels to the ruins of Los Angeles, now resembling a volcanic archipelago rather than a city. There, the protagonist must face, among other things, a huge threat from machines. Unlike the main game, which came out on PS4 and PS5, the add-on was released exclusively on PlayStation 5. Well, now we'll talk about Lies of P is a Souls-like game that is a dark adaptation of the novel Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. You wake up at an abandoned train station in Crab, a city overwhelmed by madness and bloodlust. In front of you lies a single note that reads, "Find Mr. Geppetto. He's here in the city." Play as Pinocchio, a puppet mechanoid, and fight through everything in your path to find a mystery person. But don't expect any help along the way, and don't make the mistake of trusting anyone. Well, let's talk about Project the Perceiver is an open-world action game with Chinese cultural inspirations. Based on the Lao Zhuang canon, the game explores clashing beliefs in a fantasy world. Experience a chaos-ridden world and meet a variety of characters as the Master of Veritas. Consolidate their distinctive ideals into masks and engage in the fiercest battles.
我本不想沾血。且让你们体会杀戮之苦。
In Assassin's Creed Mirage, you are Basim, a cunning street thief with nightmarish visions seeking answers and justice. Discover a narrative-driven action-adventure experience that follows the transformation of a defiant young man into a refined master assassin with a conflicted destiny. Meet an inspiring cast of characters who will shape Basim's destiny and maybe more than what they seem.
From this day forward, you are a hidden one.
Final Fantasy XVI is an upcoming action role-playing video game developed and published by Square Enix. It is part of the long-running Final Fantasy franchise and is the 16th main installment in the series. The game is set in a new world separate from previous entries in the series, and features a dark and mature storyline as well as fast-paced action-oriented combat. Players will control a group of characters including the protagonist as they journey through the game world and battle against a variety of enemies. The game also features customizable character development, a variety of weapons and magic, and a rich and detailed world filled with secrets to discover. Final Fantasy XVI is set to be released for the PlayStation 5 console.
I sometimes wonder if I am controlling it, or if it's controlling me.
Okay, let's talk about Throne and Liberty. It's a brand new IP from developer NCSoft coming to PC and consoles. Previously Project TL, while in development, Throne and Liberty is an upcoming open-world MMORPG that was originally planned as a next-gen version, if lineage before becoming its own entity. Cyberpunk 2077. Phantom Liberty is the first big expansion from the action RPG released in 2020, titled Cyberpunk 2077. It was developed by the authors of the original The CD Projekt Red Studio. The add-on is set in a spy thriller style.
Not a plan. A man. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
Solomon Reed, FIA.
So, what do we do now?
Dogtown. Burn it to the ground's what we'll do. It's a simple choice. Them or us. Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay.
It starts in the desert.
Next, we have Dune Awakening, combines elements of an MMO and survival multiplayer game. The game takes place in a large open world inhabited by thousands of players. Their main task is to collect the most valuable substance in the galaxy, the so-called spies. This requires using large machines and protecting them from attacks by rivals.
You seek the secrets of the ever-shifting sands. Spice. You do all of these things in my dream, Sleeper. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken.
Welcome to Wulong Fallen Dynasty is an action RPG, takes us to the fantastic version of ancient China in the late period of Han Dynasty. We play as a warrior who is a member of local militia and is forced to face demon invasion of the Three Kingdoms. The game consists of exploring the world, completing missions, developing characters and fighting monsters.
Suffer as these warriors may, their pain could be the foundation for a new age.
The Awakener Horizon is a single-player open-map action role-playing game set in the fantasy world of medieval Europe. Take on the role of an adventurer and embark on a path of revenge and redemption for yourself. Well, now we'll talk to Wonder Woman is an open-world action game that lets you play as one of the most famous female superheroes from the DC Comics universe. Game tells completely new story. Action takes place in mythical island, the Themyscira, where Diana, Wonder Woman, grew up. This place becomes a target for hostile forces, which makes the superheroine come back and defend her old home.
You are Wonder Woman.
Welcome to Atlas Fallen is an action RPG developed by Deck 13 Interactive Studio. Rise from the dust and glide the sands of a timeless land filled with ancient dangers, mysteries and fragments of the past. Hunt legendary monsters with powerful sand-infused weapons and abilities in spectacular, super-powered combat.
Even in ruins, we endure. We won't let go. For now, we can stand for ourselves. And face God.
Welcome to Skull and Bones.
Sea of Thieves isn't the only open-world pirate game out there. Ubisoft's Skull and Bones is also setting sail, with a much more realistic take on pirate battles on the high seas. Skull and Bones is basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the assassins, as it's being developed by much of the same team behind Black Flag and promises a sweeping solo campaign as you vie for control over the 18th century waters in the Indian Ocean.
Dens are centers of pirate activity, where you can craft new ships and equipment, provision for your expeditions at sea, pick up contracts, and socialize with other players. Any pirate worth their salt will tell you that preparation is key to success.
Outcast 2: A New Beginning is the second installment of the action-adventure game series launched in 1999. The game features an open world which consists of Thailand settlements, ancient temples, and a wilderness full of dangers. Exploration of this vast land is made easier by the jetpack, which allows you to get to high and hard-to-reach places.
The Ulukai could fly faster than a Ventable. He could travel anywhere, from the darkest caverns of Yodganda to the edge of the moons ruled by Yod-Ka. He explored ancient temples, unseen for 1,000 cycles, and awakened their powerful mystery.
Nazota, Amanor, Nika. Oh, that's more like it.
Blizzard's legendary action RPG series returns in 2023 with Diablo 4. The series' first ever crack at an open world, Diablo 4 taps back into the franchise's darker roots with a story centered around the big bad Lilith. Former game director Luis Barriga described it as gothic, medieval, and a bleak and shattered hellscape bereft of hope and beset by demons.
There's all kinds of surprises as you're exploring.
Strongholds are an enemy territory that you need to reclaim.
You might have a space that begins as a hostile area, but after you've cleared it out,
the evil in this place has been cleansed.
It now becomes a friendly town.
Sometimes it's a new town, sometimes it's a new dungeon. There's a whole bunch of rewards that you get, and you have a real impact on the world as a result.
No, you can't leave us here. They might come back any moment.
Local events are really cool little story segments that happen within the open world.
You'll just be running through the world, and then a local event will pop up, and you can choose to participate in it.
Well, now we'll talk about Outlaw 2 is an open-world action RPG sequel with complex interlocking systems that will work together to offer players extensive freedom to customize their own experience.